BMW time, the R100, and I've got the wheels and the tyres mounted on the back over there. You may have seen from the Ducati, the 600, what I'm titling as the Ghost. I've put some Avon Trailriders on there, and because I'm building the BMW R100 for a friend, obviously I've got a lot of input on how it looks and everything like that, but in the interest of being fair, I still give him a little bit of control because it is his bike at the end of the day, and ideally if you're building bikes for other people, you want them to be happy. Long story short, I would put different tyres on the BMW just to make things a little bit more interesting. I might have even gone a bit more sports. As the BMW's evolved, it is turning more into kind of like a bit of a hybrid off-road functionality as well. So I've stuck with some trail riders on here as well. But this is the wheel, oh my goodness, it's so much heavier than the Ducati wheels. I've just been playing with those. This is the original, what's called the Snowflake rim for the BMW R100, and I have also put trail riders on here. A 120 tyre, very different to the 600. It's the Ducati where it's a 160 tyre, a lot wider, an additional 40 mils, it's not far off. So yeah, it's a narrower tyre, but still looks impressive, looks really mean, and it is a massive wheel. It is, if I remember rightly, is it an 18 rear? Yeah, it is, it's an 18 rear. What I need to do today is put a whole load of new bearings. I've got a set of all balls racing bearings, front and rear to put on. I've got all the spacers cleaned and everything like that. What I need to do is obviously put these wheels back on. I can't put the front one yet because the whole front end of the BMW was shot to pieces, and I mean bad. The forks have had to be stripped completely, new internals completely, new progressive springs, the dampener system inside these BMWs, like a piston system where it's actually got 3 piston rings on the top. They were all gone and all sorts like that. So bump stops had all gone as well, and the dampeners. So having to replace all that, that is all stripped. So let's put the rear wheel on for today. Let's place the front wheel where we think it's going to go, and then that'll be it. Job done. think that's a natural place that I'm going to stop it for this week because I don't have the front forks. Bike is over there, and the front forks, they're all in pieces over here. New springs, new everything, new insides. But obviously I need to do all that before I put the front wheel on. The rear wheel is in place and looking mighty fine. But as I said, for the front one, we'll leave the front wheel here for the time being. We've got the discs on both sides. The discs are perfect. They are Brembo discs as well. And also, the nasty part about that was because after powder coating it and everything like that, the holes hadn't been plugged. There was sand and everything had got into it. So I had to re-tap all these holes. A bit of a pain in the bum, but I had to do it anyway nonetheless. These are in there perfectly, and that is looking mighty fine, even if I say so myself. And also, you might have to remember, but I've had to paint the insides of these myself because they were actually left bare silver. But I think that, although it's a bit dusty right now, that against the polished aluminium there looks awesome. So that is it. Next week's job is to do the seat on the bike whilst I'm doing the front forks. So I think seat first, so I can get the seat off to the upholsterers, front forks whilst that's away, and then I can strip down the tank, paint it, put the carbs back on, then the wiring, then that's it, job done. The bike is done. So that closing that, pretty much a quick job for that. I know it's been a lengthy process, but of course we've got everything else going on in the meanwhile. So if you like what you see, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you next week.